Welcome to the Disney Parks Podcast with your hosts, Tony Casanova from DisneyByTheNumbers.com and Krista Joy from DisneyWays.com. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the podcast at all times. And get ready for the Disney Parks Podcast.
Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for listening to the Disney Parks Podcast. We're so excited that you tuned in today because we have on the line Arthur Bernstein, who is the executive producer of this new movie coming out that you've probably been hearing about called Walt Before Mickey. Arthur, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me on your show.
It's our pleasure. So when is the movie coming out? We understand you got a release date, finally.
The movie's coming out December 1st. That's scheduled release as of now. And we're looking forward to everybody enjoying a good time and the show, the adventure.
A lot of people go to the movies during the Christmas season, so this will be good.
Yeah. This Mr. Banks was similar to our movie. It got released on December 25th. We're looking for a similar outcome.
Can you tell us a little bit about the movie?
Yeah, it takes place from 1907 to 1928. It shows the failures and triumphs of Walt Disney, and we show his love life. We show how he achieves his goals over and over, but kept failing, and he kept rectifying his dreams and recreating himself, and that's what the movie is about. We also showed how he teamed up and how he formed his team, and how throughout the times of the movie where his team would just leave him and disband him, and then they'd come back.
This is based on a book, correct?
Yes, it's based on a book called Walt Before Mickey, written by Tim Susanen, and it was the only book ever approved by Diane Disney Miller.
That's interesting. I guess the author did his research and then had Diane kind of look at the book and kind of sign off on it.
Yes. Yeah, we kept it real to the story. We showed the real Walt Disney, who he was, and what he brought to the table.
Yeah. Who's the cast in the movie?
The cast in the movie is Thomas Ann Nichols, John Heder, from Napoleon Dynamite, yep. David Henry from Wizard of Waverly, Jodie Sweetin from Full House. Okay. Ayla Kell. She was in Rebound with Martin Lawrence. Taylor Gray, he was in Thunderstruck. Right. We had Hunter Gomez from National Treasure. He was the young Nicolas Cage in that movie. Okay. We had Bucky Dent, World Series MVP. Yep. We had yours truly, Arthur L. Bernstein. Okay. We had Armando Gutierrez as Iworks. Right. We had Kate Katzman as Lillian Disney. Okay. I think somebody I'm leaving out. Oh, Frank Licari. He played this guy George Winkler, and we had Connor Dubin who played Charles Mintz.
Did you get any help or assistance from the Disney company itself or the Disney family?
We got the support from the family that they liked the script. Right. And they proved it.
Yeah. Nothing from the Disney company?
We're similar to like Mr. Banks, where Mr. Banks was an independent movie. Right. And so are we. So we did it independently. We went through our friends and family. Right. It was so much fun to do that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Arthur, I was just wondering if you had Tim working with you at all on the movie as the author of the book, or did he just approve the script, or?
Yeah, Tim saw the revisions of the scripts, and he saw the original. It was actually the original title was The Dreamer, and then we changed the title to the book Walt Before Mickey and adapted a lot of the stuff from the book to the screenplay once we got that approved. Yeah.
It's awesome. We're so excited. There's just not a lot of movies that I'm aware of that have covered this subject matter. So, what do you think is going to be exciting, like as far as, your audience and stuff? What do you think they're going to love most about the movie?
I think they're going to like that he's human like us, and that he failed, and he overcame his failure through his creativity. I mean, he's just like the regular American Joe that comes in, starts a company, failed over and over, created several companies, and then, as we all know, the dream came true.
Right.
But people don't realize his background, what he has overcome to get to that level.
Right.
Right, exactly. And obviously, yeah, it would be cool to kind of bring that to light for everybody. And also, I think there's a new generation of young kids that don't even realize that Walt was a real person. So this is going to be a wonderful thing all around. So what about you personally? What inspired you to work on this movie and bring this to life?
Oh, I'm actually still amazed to this day that this story has never been in a movie. I remember as a kid going to the movie theater, and they would say, "Did you know that Walt Disney failed 7 or 8 times before he started his company?" I really thought that this movie would have been made 20 years ago, maybe 30 years ago.
I always say the same thing, that there hasn't been really a movie about Roy or Walt or even the family at all. It's very limited. It seems to be like a taboo subject.
Well, I think the company kept it that way, and they never, they're too busy making other films and exploitations, and I think they're doing very well what they're doing, but that's why they stay away from this, because they don't want to be the one who messes up Disney.
Yeah.
But we really believe in him. We think that he's a great character, and he's a real character, and this story needed to be told.
Can you tell us where the movie was shot? Was it shot at? Go ahead.
Yeah, it was shot in DeLand, Florida.
Okay.
We shot a little bit in Orlando, a little bit in Tampa, but mostly shot in DeLand, Florida. We scouted everywhere.
Yeah. So none of it was, there were rumors going around that it was, being shot in Marceline. At least that was, some of the rumors I was hearing.
Well, I mean, if you want to believe that, it's in Marceline. And LA too. That old garage house that he had, yes.
Right.
Now, it's funny. We Armando and I, we did a lot of our own scouting, and we actually went on locations, and we went to the actual places, and that was one of our major concerns, because we wanted it to look like Kansas City and look like the old time LA and the old time New York. We actually had a great, set designers, and we had a good team, and they built a lot of stuff to make it look like the real deal.
That's the fun part of movie magic.
Oh, it is fun. There was no drama on set. I think we were the first movie to never have any drama on set.
Wow, that's great.
That's awesome. Well, what do you think was different about you? Because I'm sure that this kind of idea has been brought to Disney several times, and like you said, they never approved it. So what do you think you brought to the table that was different, where they were like, okay, Arthur, you can have this book?
I think I showed who the real man was, and I mean, not everything happened the way we wanted to happen. Of course, it's a collaborative effort, it's a team effort, but really showed the charismatic way that he is, and showed how he really cared. That was the most important part about him. Every time he goes on to a new idea or something, we wanted to show that he really cared what he did, and it wasn't really about money with him. It was more about making the fans excited. Yeah. That's what we try to show about him.
Yeah, I think there was a little P.T. Barnum in him. He wanted to be a show person and really, put on a good show, a good quality experience for his guests. Whether it was a movie, whether it was an attraction, whatever he was doing, I think that was his, primary goal.
Yeah, and also he was the pioneer of what he was doing. Nobody really knew what animation was. I don't even think that word existed. Nobody really knew. Film was a new thing in the early 1900s and the late 1800s, and nobody really knew what it was. And he really took it to the next level.
Yeah, it'll be,
Now, I'm sure.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I'm sure, Arthur, you've been super busy. Have you had a chance to go to the theme parks at all? And how does it make you feel being at the parks now that you've been so involved with this for so long?
You know, every time I go to the park, I feel like a little kid. Even when I bring my kids, I still feel like a little kid. I feel like, wow, I wish I could accomplish something like this. It's amazing what this guy has brought with his visions. You know, he wasn't alive to see the Florida one, but
Right.
you know that in his mind it's there. So he was the pioneer. He was the creator. And his brother was a big part of him, and so was his wife. She was always behind him 100%. We also showed that in the movie. I can't think of a word right now. I'm brain dead from playing basketball. But,
Well,
but they,
When is the premiere coming? Do you have a date for the premiere?
we don't, but we are going to do one in West Palm Beach for sure. You guys are more than welcome to attend.
We would
We're
love.
talking about it today. We're going to bring the governor and bring all the people and get a whole big party going.
Yeah, that'd be
No
great.
politics talking, but
Yeah.
There's no
We'd love to help you
politics.
spread the word, too.
there's what?
There's no politics with Disney.
No. We didn't want to go in that direction.
Right.
Everybody's invited, yeah.
The only politics is who's drawing.
Right.
Well, since Diane Disney's passing, have you been in touch with any of the other members of the family? Or how's
My
that
partner
work?
has. My partner speaks to them on a daily basis. I have not. I've been really focused. A lot of stuff on this movie, and I'm working on some other movies, and I've been focused on that.
So was there anything in the movie that you, I can't say didn't want to mess up, but you said, well, let's be careful with this subject.
Should I tie in Armando?
Yeah, if you
You're calling me in. You were on Disney Radio, Armando. Say hi to your fans. I love you, Disney Radio.
Hello, Armando. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Great. This is Tony speaking.
Hey, Tony. How are you?
Good. We also have Krista.
Yeah, hey Armando, it's Krista. Thank you so much for joining us on the line. We're so excited about your movie. We have so many of our listeners are really looking forward to it, and just this is just a big deal for us. So we're just so thrilled that you're a part of it, and we can't wait to see everything. What did you enjoy most about filming the movie?
Everything. I think recreating the 1920s was a very unique experience, and being surrounded by actors that really took in that time period and adjusted. I think everyone's going to be real impressed when they see the final movie.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
we basically got to recreate Walt Disney's Laugh-O-Gram Studios.
Wow.
And transplant everyone back to him, discovering animation and creating some of his first works, which is very unique. Not many people get to see that happen, and I think that alone is what's going to really drive the whole story. And if you don't know the story, it's one of these things that he struggled so much, and still, even though he kept getting, put down or having financial struggles or failing in a business, he just kept going. And it's very rare to see that. And if you wouldn't have kept going, imagine you wouldn't have Mickey Mouse. You wouldn't have, the Walt Disney Company. It's something that really drove me into getting involved with the project.
Yeah, if you think of all of what the Disney Company is today, and that was just solely based on this one person's, goal and drive to, produce, really great entertainment, it's pretty amazing,
Yeah, no, it's definitely, it's very unique. The guy was one of a kind, without a doubt.
Yeah, so my question earlier was, was there a certain scene in the movie that you were, kind of careful of the way it was portrayed, that, it didn't maybe show a bad light, or, it didn't, maybe, portray Walt in, an unflattering way?
No, I mean, we first and foremost, we're fans of Walt. So, you know, we wanted to show, obviously you want to show the factual events of the things he had to overcome. But it was all done in a positive way to show that, you know, even when he was down and out, the guy was still real positive towards the world and his coworkers, and you know, just when, you know, life gave him a curveball, he you know, turned around and hit a home run with it. So you're going to get to see a lot of the struggles, but then see the rebound. So I think the director was a master of doing that.
Yeah, the director has done a lot of music videos, and he's very creative. You guys are going to really enjoy his point of view.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. We can't wait. Was there anything in particular, Armando, that just really surprised you that you weren't aware of about Walt that now you are?
Well, I mean, I've been reading Walt biographies and you know, for some time now, and I think the fact that most people don't know he had to overcome a bankruptcy at a very young age, and had to pack up from Kansas City, move on to Los Angeles, and restart all over again is not that easy to do in life, and he had to do it, and not knowing many people in Los Angeles, he was able to create this empire, which it's very impressive. I also, you know, didn't know that when he first started Laugh-O-Grams, a majority of those animators ended up becoming some of the founders of some, not only Mickey Mouse, I'm talking about, you know, some of the
Looney Tunes.
Yeah, animators that created Looney Tunes and voiced Yosemite Sam, and just if you trace all the trees of that founding group of animators, it's like the dream team of animation.
And also, it was amazing that what I perceived out of it as well is his first Academy Award was flowers and trees. It wasn't Mickey Mouse.
Interesting. Yeah, so, you know, I think you know, we're all familiar with, you know, how Mickey came to be. And, you know, I think what we're presented with is not the complete entire story. Do you guys go into, you know, how Mickey came around, or this is right up into the point where he starts creating Mickey?
Yeah, I mean, this movie is going to take you from his young years in Marceline, Missouri with his parents, you know, on the farm, all the way, you know, to you know, growing up as a young adult and starting his first business in Kansas City. You know, getting his first job, and then all the way to moving to Los Angeles and creating Mickey Mouse. Yeah. I mean, basically, there's everything prior to him creating Mickey Mouse.
Okay, that sounds exciting.
As far as I don't know if I told you, but we're going to be releasing the trailer, the official trailer this week.
Oh, fantastic!
So we'll send it to you as soon as it's ready for the world.
Yeah, that'll be great. We'd love to share that with the audience.
Yes, thank you so much for taking time to talk to us. We really appreciate it. Did you have any other questions you wanted to ask him, Tony? Or?
Go ahead.
What's your guys' favorite Mickey movie, Walt Disney movie?
I have a few. I like the original, Snow White, and I am also a Jungle Book fan.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have to say, probably Sleeping Beauty has been my favorite most of my life. But I'm a Frozen fan. I'm not ashamed to say it. I love Frozen.
Well, Walt had nothing to do with that.
Right. That's true.
Well, wait till you see Napoleon Dynamite portraying Roy Disney. You're gonna have so much fun with this. It's, you know, and Thomas as Walt, he's gonna impress everybody. It's gonna be fun for you to watch it. So we look forward to having you over at the premiere when we set that all up for November.
That sounds fantastic. We're excited.
Oh, we're looking forward to it. Yeah, thank you so much. Did you want to put Arthur back on the phone?
I'm here.
Yeah, he's here.
Are you all? Well, I'm going to let you all go, but great talking to all of you, and I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much, Armando. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Armando. Have a good night.
You too.
Well, that was a surprise.
That was good.
Yeah, thank you, Arthur. That's too funny. You just kind of grabbed it like, hey, you're on the radio. Thank you for that. But
No, thank you. I don't have to talk business.
Well, I think that about does it for our questions, right, Tony? Or we...
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I just got to tell you guys, the one thing that really made this film really unique is that we had 6 child stars on this film, and it was really a blessing to see, them take the roles very seriously. And a lot of people that came in when they joined this, they really wanted to do this. It wasn't about the paycheck like it always is at the end of the day. They really liked who this person was. They liked the concept. They really came in and gave 110%.
Yeah.
Or as Thomas is listening, 120%.
Right. Yeah, I would think that anybody that was going to be on a movie about Walt Disney, and if they were a Disney fan, they're going to take it seriously, and they're going to, put out the true effort.
I mean, even our wardrobe department was phenomenal. Our hair and makeup, they were great. We had a lady that did the Pirates of the Caribbean. She was in the wardrobe for that.
Wow.
We had the hair and makeup guys that did the rock and roll movie and with Tom Cruise, and the other one was what's the name of the movie?
Rock of Ages?
Rock of Ages, and the Dean Devlin movie, The Patriot, with Mel Gibson.
Wow. It sounds like you had a great set of actors and production staff.
Yeah, it was a real fun experience, and look forward to many more.
Yeah, that means a lot. I know I'll really enjoy, as I'm watching, knowing that everybody in this movie was there, because they wanted to be, because they're fans, everybody got along. That's a wonderful thing. I know that's going to reflect in the film, too. That's going to be huge.
Right. And I'll tell you, the town of Deland was very enticing and embracive, and we really enjoyed filming there, and we really enjoyed their support.
Yeah, that helps.
Absolutely. Well, we cannot thank you enough for your time. We are just so excited about this movie, and I know that our listeners are as well. Your Facebook page is super popular, and we'll definitely put a link to that in the show notes, as well as whatever else we can link to for you. We'll do that for sure. And we just appreciate your time, and thank everybody for listening. We'll see you in the park.
The Disney Parks Podcast is not affiliated with the Walt Disney Company. All Disney parks, attractions, lands, shows, event names, etc. are registered trademarks of the Walt Disney Company.
Like a bolt out of the blue, fate steps in and sees you through.